Hi, welcome back. Today I'm going to reply a topic request from a friend of mine. His Instagram handle is Bumi Liar, which means wild earth in Malay. He said, "Can you talk about musicality?" Wow, that's a really big topic to talk about. Musicality. Since it's so big, I just think that I should um, consolidate it to three main points. Point number one, listen. Point number two, blend in. Point number three, do not overinterpret. Okay, so the first two is more general. The first 2 points, listen. I came up with this term, giraffe ears. I mentioned it before in the episodes when I talk about string writing. So I would like to bring that up again. Giraffe ears. What is giraffe ears? So just imagine you have a very long neck like the giraffe, right? And then the ears are here. So when you're in a band, or if you're in an orchestra or an ensemble, when you listen to music, right, the ears have to be up here instead of here. You see the difference? Because when you're here, you get caught up with maybe with your own amp, your own instrument and everything. But when your ears are up there, you're actually like a periscope. You're scanning, you're surveying everything around you when you play. And that is very important, to listen outwards. Listen to the entire group that you're playing with if you're not playing solo. That's so important. Actually, even if you're playing solo, it's also very important because you're playing for your audience, and you need to listen to your surroundings as well. If you respond to your surroundings, that would be a very good thing, because you're actually having a real conversation with your audience. So listen with giraffe ears, but at the same time listen inside as well. You have to listen to what you sing in your head or in your heart, however you want to see it. So listen inwards and outwards. Listen to others and yourself. So that's point number one. Point number two, blend. I'm sure that's very easy to understand. So when you're playing, it's not only about yourself, you see. You're playing with other people. Okay? Even if you're just playing with the piano, you're playing with the pianist. The pianist is not only your accompanist, you're actually playing with the pianist together as an ensemble. So once again, this blending in has something to do with listening as well. Okay? So blending in is very important. So if you listen carefully, you realize, oh, maybe my sound is sticking out too much. I'm not loud enough, But when you're listening to everything, you're blending in so well that you can play your part very well, playing a very prominent role, but at the same time, it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. So blending in with others really, really also means listening, But of course, at the same time, you have to stand out when you have to. But while listening, you know when you should stand out, when you shouldn't. Okay? So point number three is more for people who play interpretative music, like classical musicians. Very often we feel the music so much. We put in so much. We put in 120% of interpretations, which is good. I love the commitment. I mean, I used to do that too. We always think about music as an expression of extreme emotion, which is true, but at the same time, if we overinterpret, we will overshadow what the composer writes on the page. Even though the notes on the page doesn't really tell you everything, it tells a lot. If you put in way too much of your own thing in there, sometimes it will kill the music. It will kill the idea of the composer. So I'm not saying you shouldn't interpret. You should, but when you interpret, try to listen back. Record yourself, listen back, and see if you like it. If you think you're doing a little too much, maybe tone down a little bit. That's also very important. So these 3 points, once again, listen, blend, and do not overinterpret. Thank you very much. See you next episode.